group. So you can just stamp out these different groups, all together and create a almost mass-produce different paint jobs. Alright, so here we are on Silverstone. This is a track that was in Forza Motorsport 1, but it's returning for Forza Motorsport 2. As you can see, my custom paint job made it into the race. We've got real-time reflections going on the side of the car. See the brakes starting to heat up as the car brakes. We've got really beautiful lighting on this track. I love the dramatic sunlight coming through. What makes the game look great in next gen is the lighting. Real-time shadows, lighting across the car, real-time reflections. We run our frame rate at 60 frames a second. You can really see how smooth everything moves, how smooth the game looks. One of the biggest things that we felt was we can't really call ourselves a simulator without having damage, so hood got crumpled, I lost my front bumper. Let's see how the damage is. You see I did a lot of damage to the car just in that one hit into a tire wall. So that means even at full throttle the car is hardly accelerating. You can see all the smoke coming off the back of the car from the engine. And on top of it, the car's not driving exceptionally well. That was Forza Motorsport 2. I hope you liked what you saw. You can catch me online for a race soon.
THQ's 2007 Superstar Challenge wasn't just about WWE wrestling stars playing a video game tournament. Oh no! It was also an opportunity to showcase the latest version of SmackDown vs. Raw 2008.
We want to show you some examples of how the fighting styles are going to play out and some of these special abilities that we're talking about. Here we're going to show off the Dirty Superstar. We have Randy Orton being the Dirty Superstar. He's going to grab a hold of the ref right here and use the referee shield. Right now he's invulnerable to attacks. Kane can't attack him right now. And he's going to be able to manhandle the referee and push him and knock out the other superstar. He's going to have a lot of different options of what he wants to do there, and it's going to be a special ability only for that Dirty Superstar. You see here Randy Orton went ahead and put Undertaker on the chair. He's going to go over here and be able to perform a special move that only he's going to be able to perform, which is the double chair concerto. He's only going to be able to perform that move. We really wanted to open up to some new aerial attacks that no one else can do. So you can see here, a simple press of a button right next to the rope is going to have you be able to do a diving attack right outside the ring. We're going to have a lot of different diving maneuvers. We're going to have inside the ring, outside the ring. You see here is just a simple press of the button. You'll be able to perform a lot of really cool diving attacks that only he's going to be able to perform. Bobby Lashley's special ability here is the irresistible force is what we call it, which is a power kick out of any pin if you have a finishing move stored. He's going to be able to simply kick out of any pin anytime he wants. That's his special ability. He's also going to be able to do, as you see here, Kane use some other parts of the environment with his power moves that no other superstar can use. Only he's going to have these special abilities to showcase his power and his brute strength. We are very excited about the Wii version. We are not just porting over the Wii, we are making a Wii SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 game. We want to speed it up, we want it to be an arcade feel. And then also you hear us talk a lot about ultimate control, which is very important to us, and this just really takes it to the next level. We talk about controlling all aspects of the move. Not only are you controlling all of them, you're actually going to be acting them out.
Better buy my spandex then!
To become the ultimate fighter, many will push themselves to the limit.
at Sainsbury's. It's not just meat and 2 veg, we're talking loads of meat and hundreds of veg. Like the tenderest Welsh lamb, you can even make your own sauce with fresh mint and cider vinegar. Or try Sainsbury's Hampshire watercress, washed in spring water. It makes a cracking salad with raw peas and creamy Cornish goat's cheese. And how about seasonal Scottish strawberries with poached English rhubarb and marriage made in heaven? Because if you want fresh flavours, just try the stuff that's produced on your doorstep. Here's to Sainsbury's great British food. Go on, try something new today.
This is Raj. Raj has agreed to play the role of new Orbit Complete. He's fighting the plaque acid that can attack between brushing. But obviously, plaque is invisible. New Orbit Complete with xylitol helps fight the plaque you can't see.
Hello? Yeah, I'm in America! It's rubbish! What? I'm filming the new series! Yeah, got cheerleaders! Bits!
Alright!
Yeah, and the furry animals!
Hi, baby!
And I'm doing that hilarious oversized phone gag! Yeah, it's brilliant! When's it on? Monday at 9:30 on Trouble! No, I've never heard of them either!
As well as making its cast members more loved than even me, Pirates 3, as it's affectionately known to crew members like me, will spawn a tie-in game on every conceivable format. You'll be able to play Will, Elizabeth and of course Jack Sparrow. Captain Barbarossa is back too. We've seen 3 versions including hands-on time with the PS3 game. We also met producer Nick Bridger and asked, what's your motivation?
We actually worked very closely with a guy called Terry Rossio, who's one of the original screenplay writers on all the Pirates films. We were really keen to get all the events from Dead Man's Chest and At World's End into the game. It really allowed us to kind of explore the world in a lot more detail. So for example, in Prison Fortress, we take the player back a step and tell the player why they're in Prison Fortress, how they got out, and what the real reason was for being there.
Get more specific, you young cove, and tell us some features of the PS3 game.
We had this kind of tagline called Live and Die by the Sword, and the whole idea about it was that the sword was like a lifeblood of a character. We found that through studying pirates, the thing they valued the most was their weapon. So we wanted the sword to become part of the character rather than just this melee combat system. So for example, it allows you to get to higher places by using your sword. You can jump over ledges using your sword. It's always there to either help you get out of trouble or help you reach places you generally wouldn't get to. Other features we've got in the game, under the same kind of banner, we've got what we feel is a very kind of innovative melee system. It's what we call the 4-way melee system. Characters can approach you from any direction, and as they charge towards you, you can use their momentum to take out other guys around you. So if you're quite strategic about it, you'll earn notoriety value for it.
Notoriety?
Notoriety is effectively a global scoring system. So as you play through the game, you earn more notoriety points. That unlocks additional bonuses. You see your overall game notoriety appear on a global leaderboard, so you can rank yourself against everyone else in the world. You can then go back and replay the levels and keep trying to increase your notoriety. Now the best way to score notoriety is by kind of creative use of your melee combat. We've also got another feature which is dueling. Something I've always been a big fan of is kind of the whole Errol Flynn movies and those really kind of musketeers and all the kind of stuff that was based around swordplay, but very flamboyant, kind of romantic swashbuckling you would say. So we wanted something very focused, something really technical, rather than just the quick melee system. We wanted dueling to be this one-on-one focus, and you kind of have to try and outthink your opponent. So you learn their attack patterns, and you can then counter their attack patterns.
But the whole world ain't PS3. A different, slightly less flashy version has been made for PS2, PSP and Wii, seen here. You'll use the Wiimote like a sword, flick left and right for light attacks, up and down for heavy. You'll also dock ships. 360 Pirates is identical to the PS3 version, so all those lovely features that Nick mentioned are there too. All versions set sail on May 25th. Coming soon is Capcom's first game for the Wii, the pirate-orientated Project Treasure Island. It's a throwback to the old days of the point-and-click adventure. For those not old enough to know, that means you point at something on screen, click it and hope something interesting happens. We pointed our own cursor at one of the game's creators, clicked and hoped for something interesting. His little Japanese face lit up and revealed to us a little known fact. You only use the remote in this game and not the nunchuck. Great!
That approach will certainly allow a wide range of gamers to play the game, but we wanted to make the game so that it is not just easy, but is a game that really challenges.
Thanks! After a rather fortunate plane crash, you, Captain Zack, a trainee pirate, find yourself on a remote island in search of buried treasure. In your way are many obstacles. To cross this ravine, you'll need to saw down a tree using the remote like a saw. Surprise, surprise. You're followed around by Charlie Bell, a flying gold monkey. Yeah. Your yellow mate serves two important purposes. Dialogue with him progresses the story and drops hints about what to do next. More importantly, he can be grabbed and shaken like a bell to open objects magically. Yeah, right. The island is seen in 2D. A little star on the screen indicates where your remote is pointing. Move it around and you can explore your surroundings to find items of interest. Once you've seen where you want to go, switch off the camera mode. Now Zack and Charlie will follow where you point the star. As in a platform game, you can jump, but some objects will be out of reach, so you'll need to collect objects to help you. Come here, monkey boy. Like it. Story seems to be a strong part of Project Treasure Island, fleshed out in humorous cutscenes. As we learn more, we'll bring you more. Arrgh!
Ball taken.
If you own an Xbox 360, you're probably playing the Halo 3 multiplayer beta. Well, we played it before it went public because we could, and at the swanky London pre-launch event, we even made this bloke explain why Halo 3 is so important to Microsoft, as if it wasn't obvious.
Halo 3 is an important part of our portfolio, certainly. I mean, it's done an amazing job for the Xbox platform since the launch of the first console, 5 years ago now. Certainly for the hardcore game, or the sort of more, the gamer itself. Halo's, a well-loved franchise, and we love it too.
A new edition of Halo means some deadly new toys to play with. Number 3 will update the gear list substantially, so here's a taste of what's to come. Weapons-wise, the classic assault rifle will make its return, along with a vicious new machine pistol called the Brute Spiker, which can be dual-wielded. Then there's the Brute Spike grenade, which sticks to its target before exploding with razor-sharp shards of metal. Ouch. The new Spartan laser is a bit of a beast. It takes a while to charge the beam, but when you let rip, anything in the way is toast, man. The multiplayer beta lets you try just one of the game's new vehicles, the quad bike style Mongoose. There's no onboard weapon, but this nimble little ATV can get its rider and a gun-wielding pillion passenger into battle fast. You'll find a range of useful items in the newly added equipment category, which are all activated with the X button. Included here is the energy drainer. When deployed, a sustained magnetic burst will mess up any vehicle or combatant dumb enough to be close. When an extra layer of defense is needed, you can set off the bubble shield. This protective shell of energy will block projectiles and explosions, but won't stop the enemy getting close and whacking you with a melee attack. But new weapons or not, producing a beta of a big console game is very unusual. We asked Bungie why they did it.
Driving factor was we're introducing a lot of new things to our game. The biggest being save films and file sharing. and we didn't really feel like we could test that thoroughly enough. There was enough unknowns that really we wanted a very, very large scale and large user base.
What happens when you've got a few 100,000 people playing the game, saving movies, and then uploading them and sharing them with friends? Like, that's something we can't test internally, so it's really important to us to make sure the launch of Halo 3 is really smooth.
Before we left the pre-launch event, a bunch of journalists told us what they thought about the Halo 3 beta.
For Microsoft to do even a beta test of a game like this, at such a big scale, is really quite surprising. I mean, when you played Gears of War, no one got to play Gears of War really until maybe a week before the game came out. I wanted to play it before everyone else because, you know, I'm a bit of a snob.
On PC they've been doing this for years, and the thing about this beta is normally when a beta is released it's there for bug testing. This is like pre-release code, it's almost perfect. That's not a beta, this is just a way of whetting people's appetites. They're going to give people this, get them hooked for a couple of months and then withdrawal for 3-4 months until the full game comes out. So it's a bit cruel.
Yeah, it's the power of the Xbox 360, isn't it? It's happened with the likes of Phantasy Star and now it's happening with Halo. It's always kind of nice to get the advanced preview. The best first-person shooter out there made better.
What's that fresh new